Colin Hunt. I'm 46 years old. I'm a golf pro. I guess I'd had a chronic history of back pain and neck pain, and a lot of it I think was caused by what I do. I'm a golf pro. I've probably spent the last 30 years hitting a lot of golf balls, which is a very one-sided activity. There's a lot of collision with the ground, a lot of impact stress. I guess not only with the back problems and neck problems, there are also joints. So elbows, wrists, fingers, things like that were very sore. Bordering on arthritic, I thought. Yeah, fingers were, sore to the touch. If I bang them together or press them. And when you're hitting a lot of golf balls, there is a lot of that pressure and impact. So I guess 18 months ago started seeing you, and in that time, here we are 18 months later, don't have any of that pain, particularly in the fingers and the elbows. Used to have a lot of chronic elbow pain, which they'd call tennis elbow or golfer's elbow or something. So I'd be taking Voltaren and things like that just to play. So none of that now. Yeah. So that's been great. Yeah, lower back would constantly go out, and when I say go out, would just I guess get to the point where I'd all of a sudden have really sharp stabbing pain across the lower back, where I could feel like I couldn't really breathe. And I'd also feel it in the neck at the same time. So at that point, I thought it was chiropractic was really the only way to fix that. So I ended up going to a facility down in Mona Vale where you'd prepay for $900 or something for 10 or 12 sessions, and I'd end up going in there, and you literally spend 3 or 4 minutes in there with the chiropractor, where they would do very little, really. They would do some minimal manipulation. I guess they'd use that, whatever, yeah, bang that into your neck a couple of times and say, right, see you in 4 days, 5 days, sort of thing. So I got pretty disenchanted with that. And what I like about working with you is that, we've been fairly consistent. I think early on it might have been fortnightly but of late it's probably really been monthly or every 3 weeks or so. And, just that hour session in 3 weeks really generally keeps me pain-free. I've felt a little more calm, a little more relaxed. I sort of lead a fairly stressful life, I guess, with work. Sort of work in a very sort of frenetic environment, and I've only got 20 or 30% hearing, so I really have to struggle to concentrate and got to focus a lot, to really engage in that work environment. So, I think that's helped to deal with that. The joint pain in the wrists, forearms, elbows, probably even shoulder, pretty much non-existent now. I felt like I maybe even had sort of the start of some arthritic problems in fingers, but I don't feel that now. Very rarely now does that lower back and neck go out. Probably this last week is maybe the first time in 18 months. Oh, like once every sort of 3 weeks or so, every 2 or 3 weeks it would go out. Yeah, so it's been a vast improvement.